From Gym Hub. In today's video, we're talking about 21 errors that gym owners make and what you should be doing instead. And today, number 7, which is no marketing plan or ad budget. So, as I see happening a lot within the fitness industry is we go about delivering our service, like our group classes, or we get out on the gym floor and we sort of meet and greet people, but we're actually a little bit slow or unorganized when it marketing. So instead what we do is we ad lib and we sort of do things on the run. So instead of being proactive, we're reactive. So we have a lack of inquiries coming through. We start to struggle a little bit with cash flow, and then we think, oh no, quick panic stations. Let's quickly post something on Facebook and try and get some new clients through the door. The problem with doing this, not only is it super stressful for you, but it's also really stressful for your team. So when you're not actually getting the inquiries coming through, you're actually passing on the burden of that stress and that sort of pressure over to your sales team. If you have 50 inquiries, there's a lot less pressure and there's a lot less fuss than there is if you only have 10 inquiries, because you desperately need to make those 10 inquiries by, otherwise you're not sort of paying your bills that week. So that's the first sort of disadvantage. The other thing that is wrong with actually just doing that sort of ad lib style marketing and not having a plan is it's really expensive. It's always expensive. It doesn't matter if you're selling fitness or whether you're selling shoes or retail or whatever it might be. It's difficult to sell something to people that don't already know, like, and trust you. So if you don't have a marketing plan to actually connect with people, build up the credibility and show them what you do before you then actually ask them to buy something, it's really, really expensive. And I'll give you an example. Most people that advertise on Facebook go out there with their offer and people don't even know who you are. People don't know, like, or trust you, and therefore it costs you far more, as in like 10 times the amount to generate a qualified buyer than it does for the gyms doing it the right way. So it's expensive. That's the second disadvantage. The third one is you often lack variety. So you might have had some success with a campaign that you've done in the past, and because you're not organized, because you haven't actually allocated time to sit and plan it, when you desperately need leads, you quickly go back to the thing that you've done before. Now, the issue with that is if you're always running the same types of campaigns and it's no joining fee and the first 7 days free, it's exactly the same, not only to everything you've always done, but it's also the same as what every other gym in your area is doing. Therefore, you'll get, again, quite a poor result. So that's number 3. Number 4, as a disadvantage, is you actually lose the benefit of synergy. So when you develop a marketing plan, when you actually sit down and consider the different ways you can bring traffic to this offer, there's actually a synergy and this synergistic benefit that you get when you're actually getting traffic from different sources. So for example, if you're running a campaign and you promote it via Facebook, what you'll find is if you've also got signage out the front of the building, if you've also got like an email or SMS automation, if you've got other things that are working in conjunction with that one campaign, you get this synergistic benefit where the total is so much better than that single campaign or single sort of strategy by itself. So you lose the benefit of synergy. The last one is the ebbs and flows of cash flow. So the disadvantage in not having a plan is you'll have a good month and then you'll have a bad month. And what I really encourage you to think about is how could your business actually improve the flow of inquiries and a steady flow of sales and cash flow all the time. If you weren't stressed about leads coming through the door, if you knew how much you could put aside for staff development, if you knew how much you could spend on marketing next month, what you'll find is it actually makes the job of owning a fitness business so much more enjoyable, and it makes it so much easier and less stressful. So you're not worrying about these things at night when you get home from work. Now, the other part of it, other than having a plan, and the other big error I see is we don't set an ad budget at the start. So a lot of gym owners, when I chat to them, I say, how many inquiries or how many sales would you like this month? And they go, oh, as many as possible. Now, it's very, very important that I kill this myth right now. And that's the myth that it's up to the public or the season, whether it's summer, to whether or not we get lots of sales in this month. That is completely false. So the best gym owners in the country are the ones that actually create a plan and they set their budget at the start. Now, the budget and the plan are the only two things that will determine how many sales and what your cash flow actually looks like this month. And if you're waiting for the phones just to ring, or if you're hoping that because it's spring that people are going to inquire, unfortunately, you're going to have a bunch of quiet months, and you're going to have months where you're really, dissatisfied with the result. So I'm Steve from Gym Hub. If you're a fitness business and perhaps you don't actually have a marketing plan in place, maybe you don't know what type of budget will actually deliver the result you want, feel free to connect with me below and I can answer any questions that you have. I look forward to hearing from you. No.7 in most common errors. So no plan and no ad budget. Cheers.